All right, welcome to vAirdrie Steakhouse Cubs Hockey. Cam Zondi here along on the broadcast with you. Sorry we had some technical difficulties. The internet was down here, but we are ready to go. It's the vAirdrie Thunder and the Medicine Cubs. We played about a minute and 20 of the first period, no score so far. vAirdrie does have one shot on net. Real quickly, we'll get things going here on vAirdrie Steakhouse Cubs Hockey. As we said, we had a little bit of technical difficulties, but we're ready to go here. All right, the play is in behind the net now. Logan Mayer gets it along the end boards, gets it to Janelle. Janelle up towards center. He got it up to Ben Fury. Ben Fury will chip it in. Unable to get across the line. Here comes vAirdrie back to the way. It's Colton Griffith. His shot right on, and the save by Schaefer. Get to the starting lineups here. Cole Schaefer getting the start in the nets, number 35. He was joined along the blue line by Logan Mayer and Ian Johnson. And in the starting lineup also had Kyle Funk with Tyler Gagnon. And as well at center was Cody Forkowski. On the other end, Brent Monkman getting the start for the vAirdrie Thunder, and we'll take a glance at him real quickly. On the season, he's played 11 games. He has a 5-4-1 record with a .900 save percentage and a 3.02 goals against. So pretty good goaltender. They're going to want to get lots of shots here on him to maybe dent his twine. Ian Johnson in the penalty box here. vAirdrie on the power play. vAirdrie winning last night 3-0 on home ice over Strathmore as they come and set up on this power play. Puck comes to the corner. Here's a shot from the face-off circle blocked by Corey Forkowski as Logan Smith tried to drive that one towards the net. Janelle gets it. He'll rip it towards the board and out as Milson cannot hold it in at the point. It'll be Crossley. Taylor Crossley back over for Alex Husted. Husted now turning towards center. Makes a nice move. Comes in on the line. Makes another nice move around Forkowski. Husted shoots over top of the crossbar. He did miss by much. Crossley holding it in on the left point. Puts it down low. Unable to get anything going there, and the Cubs will get it out of the zone, and Crossley will have to start back up. Gets it over to Alex Diddick. Diddick now tries to make a move, and they can't hold it on side, and they'll have to come back out to center. 17-13 to go in the first period. A minute left in the vAirdrie power play. So far, so good on the Cubs penalty kill. As Schaefer now rips it around the boards. It goes as far as the point, but the vAirdrie Thunder will hold it in. Play on the left side there. Logan Smith now back to the point. Here's Milson. A drive, and is blocked in there, and it's in Forkowski's equipment. Unable to get it out of there, and there'll be a face-off now back in the Medicine net end. 2-0 for vAirdrie. No score in this hockey game. 45 seconds to go in the power play for vAirdrie.
So far, it's just an early penalty on Josh Marshall here, and the Cubs are doing a good job at killing it off so far.
Save there by Schaefer, and he'll hold on. Smith going to work with Johnson. Johnson drops it back to Cossacks. Cossacks to Johnson. His shot saved by Schaefer, and he smothers the rebound and holds on. Another face-off will come deep in the Medicine Hat end. No score in the hockey game. Cubs still killing off. 36 seconds of a power play here. Or a penalty kill, sorry. Face-off won by vAirdrie. It's Johnston now. He's on the left face-off circle, Johnston. As the vAirdrie Thunder wearing Calgary Flames colors back to the point. Cossacks goes down on the side. Here's a shot. Schaefer makes the save again off Perkins. And no rebound. Mark, what can we say about Cole Schaefer's rebound control? Unbelievable.
Yeah, just the first game I seen him, and just all of his rebounds, all the shots taken, no rebounds at all. And it's just, that's what you want to see from your starting goalie.
Plays along the boards now. It's vAirdrie still with 14 seconds on the power play. They work it back to the point. Cossacks couldn't hold it on side, and he'll have to come back on his own blue line. Here's Cossacks up on the right wing side. Staying on side just barely was Perkins, but the play still in the Medicine end. Here comes a shot from the point. Schaefer making the save. Kicks the rebound right to Heller. Heller's pass to Marshall. Too far for him. That'll go the length of the ice for an icing call, and with 16:03 left to go in the first period, no score in this hockey game. The Cubs escape the first penalty of the hockey game. So a little technical difficulties to start this one. We apologize for that. The internet down and Ustream having a couple of errors, but we're live and ready to go here. Cam Zondi here, joining you on the broadcast. Mark Keller on the color. Dave Kowalczyk on his way to Yorkton. We'd like to say hi to him. Thanks for his help through this technical difficulty. Dave does a big part working on the computers here. Fills in from color time to time, and thanks a lot, Dave. Have a safe trip in Yorkton and a Merry Christmas, buddy.
You know, if you're the Cubs, the keys to the game is you want to build off last night's tie. They played good for a good 45 50 out of the 60 minutes. You just want to go get on the board early, get shots, more importantly, get pucks deep.
Absolutely, as the puck is right on to the goaltender Mockman. He has to make his first save of the game. Pulvermacher will keep the puck along the side boards, puts it in deep. Kyle Funk turning off the half wall. Had a huge goal last night that started the Cubs' comeback in a game-tying 4-4 game. He scored the third goal in the power play on a nifty move. Here's Funk now, puts it right out in front. Gagnon the shot, Mockman the save, makes a couple saves, and now they'll get it out of there, only to the line. It's held in there by Kurtz momentarily, but Vairdrie able to backhand it out. Ryan Gold gets it back out to the Cubs line. Now, Cubs starting to start back. Gagnon will clear it in. Mockman will let that puck go underneath of his stick, and now it'll give a chance for the Cubs to move in on it. 3-on-1 down low, right out in front, and Mockman just got a piece of that as Swarkowski tips it right on, and Mockman might have saved the day there with that save, and all of a sudden the Cubs have 4 shots on net.
Tremendous heads-up play there by Mitchell Kurtz to see a wide-open Cody Swarkowski in front of the net. He made a nice saucer pass to him, but an even better save by the vAirdrie goalie.
Absolutely. As the Janelle back in his own end. Here's Janelle looking for a pass. Got it up on the right wing side to Hagel. Hagel dumps it in. Mockman right on front. They score! An errant play comes off the board. Austin Kosmiski. You just got a Christmas gift, Austin, as it comes right off the boards. Wide open net. Mockman gets a weird bounce off that boards, and Austin Kosmiski opening Christmas presents early. It's 1-0 Medicine Hat at the 5:11 mark. And Ozzy makes it 1-0 mark. Just a strange bounce off that end wall.
Yeah, just coming in, I noticed the Cubs a lot use those live boards to get rebounds off, and what can I say? They did it right now, and Kosmiski got a wide open net, and he put it past Brett Monkman in net. Absolutely, a gift there. And now Schaefer gets hit in behind the net. That's going to start a dogpile. Everybody in. Oh boy, this is going to get nasty. We got fists throwing everywhere. Schaefer getting hit in behind the net. Wow, the linesmen in there trying to break things up, but they're getting dogpiled. Oh boy, this is starting to look like 1987 World Juniors. Everybody's in the back there. Now we got Janelle. He's throwing some fists in there. He's starting to. Now we got guy. It's number 10, Diddick. He's throwing some rights. He's got Janelle in a little bit of a headlock as we see some wrestling going on. Kosmiski's got one guy down on the right wing side. Now Janelle feeding it to Diddick. He's giving him over the top, and Diddick goes down. Oh, what a good fight there. Now, and there's a big haymaker in the corner as it looked like it was Kosmiski, and he was been entangled up with Crossley, and he took Crossley to the ice, and then just right over the referee gave him a big haymaker on the ice, a KO there, as things starting to get dirty here a little bit. The goaltender gets hit there. It was number 10, Alex Diddick, going in there, and he has a big smile for the Cubs bench. And all hell breaks loose in behind the net. We're only 5 minutes and 25 seconds into this first period. Mark, all hell breaks loose there. Yeah, it was just a bad play by the vAirdrie player by running Cole Schaefer behind the net. And the Cubs, they didn't like that, and they took advantage of it. And just a big melee broke out. And I think after that, we're in for a good game here. Yeah, lots of motion on this one. As we'll go through the scoring here real quick, then we'll get the penalties here after this line brawl, almost partial line brawl. Austin Kosmiski getting the goal. For Kosmiski, that would be his 6th goal of the season. Medicine Hat coming into tonight's hockey game, 13-7, 1-2 after that 4-4 tie last night. They have 29 points. They've now caught Coaldale for second with a game in hand. Vairdrie, on the other hand, with a big 3-0 win over Strathmore. And they're 13-9, 3-2 with 31 points. And 4-4-2 in their last 10 games. Very good hockey team. We're going to get to you the stats in the first intermission. We'll get you all caught up with that on our standings as well. We'll get some penalties sorted out here as all hell breaks loose in behind that Cubs net. Alex Diddick involved in there, and the goal scorer for Medicine Hat. Austin Kosmiski was throwing some punches there, wrestling down the ice. Derek Janelle was in there. And just craziness breaking out in there. Alex Husted stands at center ice now. The captain with Logan Mares to try to sort out the penalties. It all happened when Cole Schaefer got dumped in behind the net there. And the Cubs taking exception. You could see the players jumping over the linesmen there to get at each other. And
no love lost between these two teams. I mean, they only see each other twice, but you can already see that things are going to heat up here, and we've only played 5 minutes and 25 seconds of the first period. Cubs leading 1-0 on Beefeater Steakhouse Cubs hockey. I'd like to thank James Sackman for filling in today on the camera. He's a big-time volunteer for the Cubs, a really great guy, and we thank James for coming up and dedicating his time to the Cubs on camera today. As Tim Sarchuk, we wish him a safe trip. He's our usual camera guy. He's on his way to Winnipeg. Probably there now as he was traveling yesterday. So, Tim, Merry Christmas, buddy. Hope to see you in the new year. Maybe play some Xbox or some PlayStation over the holidays. As well, Dave Kowalchuk, like we said, we passed along greetings to him. Get some Xbox or PlayStation rivalries with you too when you come back. Have a safe trip to Yorkton, buddy. I hope you're watching out there. You might have had a smile after that one, not after the goalie got hit, but with all the brouhaha that continued there, and Cubs, standing up for the goaltender. That's good to see. As we sort out the penalties here, you know what? While we do that, let's go through the games today. And we'll start out. Black Falls is in Red Deer tonight. That's a big pivotal game as Black Falls has a 3-point advantage on Red Deer. Stetler's at Mountain View. Stetler coming off that overtime loss to Red Deer. Cochrane and Strathmore. That's got some big implications on the standings as Strathmore losing last night. Now 4 points back of Medicine Hat. And they played 3 more games. Cochrane has played the one less game than Medicine Hat. And we'll see them tomorrow at 2:15. Hopefully we'll have our internet up and everything will be running smoothly. They'll be here 2:15 tomorrow on Beefeater Steakhouse Cubs hockey. Big game there, as the Cochrane General is 6-3-1 in their last 10 games. Have made some changes to the personnel and really have come out flying. They're at Strathmore today, so that's a huge game with implications on the division here. Three Hills is in Coaldale tonight, so Three Hills with that big 4-4 tie, ending a 3-game losing streak last night here in Medicine Hat. Had a 4-2 lead, like we said, late in the game, and saw the Cubs come back with 2:15 left and score 2 goals. And, of course, here at the Kinplex, the Cubs leading Airdrie 1-0. 14:35 to go in the first period. Last night, Red Deer got by Stetler 4-3 in overtime. Stetler was down 2-0 and made a remarkable comeback. And in their last 10 games, 5-4-0-1. So, an 8-15-0-2 record really not amplifying the Stetler Lightning right now as they start to heat back up, which is good to see. Red Deer gets some big points. 3 points back of Black Falls. Three Hills and Medicine Hat tie at 4, and the Cubs move into a second-place tie with Coaldale, so that was huge for them, coming back from a 4-2 deficit and a 3-0 deficit. So a great way to, come back in that one after Brad Cobb calling a timeout when it was 3-0. Cubs get a goal and chip away, make it 3-2, and then all of a sudden it's 4-2 Three Hills, and you think maybe the cards have turned in favor of Three Hills, but no, the Cubs get a power play, 3 minutes left, and Kyle Funk goes through, comes down the left wing side, even up situation, goes to the defenseman, then dekes out the goaltender, goes back and makes it 4-3, and all of a sudden the Cubs have life. They pull Schaefer, and Florkowski, I believe, got the goal to tie up the game again, and they never say never die. Cubs tie the game up at 4 and steal a point from home. And now they face off Airdrie today. Also last night, Airdrie defeats Strathmore 3-0, and that's kind of interesting because Strathmore is a really high-powered offense. Right in behind Okotoks for the most goals in the league. Airdrie with that shutout, improving on the year. They're only 4-4-2 in their last 10. However, they play 8-4-1 on the road. So that's pretty darn good. Only 500 at home, but they play better on the road. So we'll have to see if that's any implications today of the team we're going to have on the ice. As we get the melee sorted out, the Cubs will come up with a 2-minute power play. So we'll see how that goes. Here we go. Here's a penalties call. Alex Didick gets 2 minutes for boarding, 2 minutes for instigating, 5 for fighting, and he gets kicked out of the game. So Alex Didick is gone. He was the guy who ran into Schaefer. He's gone. Taylor Cross, number 5, gets a 10-minute misconduct for Airdrie. As the Cubs on the power play now will get their call here. Husted now at center ice. Here's Husted. He'll come back over the line. Husted. Derek Janelle gets 2 for cross-checking, 5 for cross-checking game misconduct. So Derek Janelle gone. Austin Kosmiski gets a 10-minute misconduct. So those penalties all at 5:25 of the first period as the Cubs leading 1-0 with a minute 20 left to go here in the first period. Or a minute 20 left, to go in the power play. First period score here as Rakowski flips a pass in. Gagnon's going to go skating in there after it. He's just on the sidewall. Gagnon now puts it in behind the net for Funk. Here's Funk trying to set it back up, gets it back to the point. Pulvermacher, the shot, it's blocked in there nicely by Tyler Perkins, and then he chases Pulvermacher, and Pulvermacher regroups, gets to Frakowski. Frakowski in with some speed on the left wing side, looks to set it up, gets it to Funk. He overskated, but Pulvermacher's right there. He shoots, goes through the crease out the other side. Mayer will hold it in. That's Tanner Mayer, throws it in behind the net. Now Funk has it in his skates. Funk being tied up in there with Ryan Gold. Now Funk got it right out in front of the side of the net there, and Monkman had to be sharp and get the pads down to save that one. Puck is cleared now in behind the net. It'll be Schaefer looking for a pass to Pulvermacher. Pulvermacher now gets it up on the left wing side, drives it into the zone. It'll go the length of the ice, no icing called. It's Svensson in on it. Svensson now to Frakowski, back to the point to Pulvermacher. The drive, it goes wide of the net, comes off the back wall. Marshall puts it off of Monkman. He'll have to be sharp, make the save, and vAirdrie will dump the puck down the ice. Schaefer